We've been talking about the plane that was carrying military personnel that has gone down in the central Afghan province of Ghazni. We are hearing reports that the Taliban claims that it has shot down that plane. And just bring you a bit more information. We know that the US military has joined that investigation into the passenger plane crash in the central Afghan province of Ghazni. That is where that plane went down. And this is all after video and photographs posted on social media suggested that it was a Bombardier E-11A jet belonging to the US Air Force. So, lots of confusion surrounding this story. The US military uses this type of plane, we believe, for electronic surveillance over Afghanistan. And the local media there, they are saying that there were 83 people on board. Afghan officials said the plane caught fire after it came down in the Dayak district.
Now I want to turn real quick to Boeing, where its 777-9X model successfully completed the first test flight, offering a glimmer of hope for the world's largest airplane maker. Now, it's been in crisis since it's grounded the 737 MAX last year, costing the company billions.
Yes, Scotty. So this is the longest and largest twin-engine airliner in the world, and it made its first test flight successfully just over the weekend. The 777-9X took off from Payne Field from Everett, Washington, and Seattle, which is home of Boeing's wide-body factory. And it landed about 4 hours later at Seattle's Boeing Field. This is after troubled weather that postponed the flight twice earlier in the week. Now, Boeing's newest flagship plane is said to have more flying power with folding wings, and it actually gives it more lift.
They say Saudi Arabia is the primary manifestation of Islam, that everything it does is representative of Islam. Many would like you to believe that there's merit to this argument. The Saudi kingdom is, after all, home to Mecca and Medina, the two holiest sites in Islam. Monarch after monarch has sold the idea that Saudi Arabia and Islam are interchangeable entities. The Saudi regime has leveraged its role as guardian of these cities to shroud extremist views under religion. But now, Riyadh wishes to contain this ideology that it did so much for so long to promote. Let me tell you how. Saudi Arabia is planning to stop funding mosques in foreign countries. The former Saudi Minister for Justice and Secretary General of the Muslim World League, Mohammed bin Abdul Karim Issa, has been quoted as saying this: "No more Saudi funding for foreign mosques."
The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has now announced that he won't be seeking immunity from prosecution in his corruption case. And he made the announcement in Washington. That's where he's been discussing Donald Trump's Middle East peace plan to be unveiled later today. Well, Netanyahu's main rival, Benny Gantz, has also been there. He's now on a flight back to Israel.
The Jordan Valley in the occupied West Bank. The area running along the Jordan River bordering Jordan is strategically important for both Israelis and Palestinians. The fertile area is home to Israeli settlements, Palestinian villages and many farms. Expectations are particularly high among Israeli officials that the Trump plan could lead to the annexation of the Jordan Valley area. That means it would officially become part of the State of Israel, as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu promised during the last election campaign.
I think it's a historic and dramatic moment for the State of Israel. The adoption of Israeli law in the Jordan Valley and the Dead Sea will give security, personal security, to the residents of the coastal plain and the people of Israel.
Well, this isn't the flag of China. This is an illustration that was posted within a Danish newspaper. The stars on the Chinese flag replaced with an adaptation of the coronavirus. Now, this is a satirical artwork, but it has caused controversy and significant backlash on the diplomatic stage. We had a statement published by the Chinese embassy within Denmark calling for the newspaper to apologize, but using quite charged language here, saying without any sympathy or empathy, it had crossed the bottom line of civilized society and the ethical boundary of free speech, saying that it offended human conscience.
We start with the latest on the new coronavirus outbreak. It's spreading quickly across China and to other countries. With more on this, our Kan Hyung-woo is on the line for us. So, Hyung-woo, it looks like the death toll just keeps rising.
Right, Evan. So this new type of coronavirus that first appeared in the Chinese city of Wuhan late last month continues to claim more victims. China's National Health Commission said on Tuesday the death toll in China has soared to 106, and some 1,700 new cases have been confirmed compared to the day before. Among the confirmed cases, about 1,000 patients are in critical condition. This brings the total number of confirmed cases in China to around 4,500. Chinese officials added that 60 people have been cured and discharged.
And when it comes to arms producers around the world, the United States has maintained its coveted #1 spot for a lot of years now. But a new report released today shows China is now second in the world, not far behind the U.S. RT's Farron Fronzak is joining us in studio with more on these surprising new numbers. Farron, what's going on?
Yeah, Manila, so the annual Stockholm International Peace Research Institute report comes out every single year. Now, when it comes to the world's top arms producers, China has always come in at #6. So it's pretty profound that this report now is China at #2. Now, in the past, there was a lack of transparency when it came to Chinese arm producing companies, making it difficult to get hard numbers since they're all state owned. Well, China has always imported its weapons from Russia and Ukraine, but now this report found that China has steadily built a massive military arsenal, and the country will no longer buy its weapons from others. Rather, China will build their own and sell them too.